Sunshines! I'm back from the Netherlands, and being my first time in Amsterdam and also my first time covering the International Broadcasting Convention, you can bet I have a ton of footage. Now, often when I return home from trips, I get the question of how do I transfer, how do I store, how do I back up all this content while I'm traveling and also once I come home. And so I want to thank SanDisk for sponsoring this video to showcase exactly how I utilize their Desk Drive SSD to do exactly that. And obviously before I left, I made sure that the SanDisk Desk Drive SSD would work and power on appropriately while traveling to Amsterdam. So yes, as it does state that the input is 100 to 240 volts, I've been studying this extensively and I got you. All you need is a European adapter. You can get a 6-pack for $6.99 on Amazon. And because it's 2-prong and not a 3-prong, this is all you need to make this SanDisk Desk Drive SSD work in Amsterdam. What some call excessive, I call necessary, and this is my 3-step backup storage solution, so bear with me. First, you have your SD cards. This is just in the shape of an SD card, but it's a case that holds SD cards. It's kind of cute and it's meta, and I love SanDisk for that. Then you have your portable SSD drives, which hold up to 4 terabytes. This is the one that you take on the go in your backpack so you can transfer footage and share footage with other content creators or filmmakers who want to give you footage immediately. And then you have your SanDisk Desk Drive SSD. I use the SanDisk Desk Drive as my desktop drive when I travel, as the perfect complement to my portable SSD to edit and offload. With 8 terabytes and read and write transfer speeds of 1,000 megabytes per second, this allows me to really enhance my laptop system, which has a max of 250 gigabytes of storage space, and also the processing power is way faster. So this is just a no-brainer for me to bring on trips, especially when I travel. Again, this stays in the hotel room, this travels with me, and this stays in my camera. So after I capture all of my footage on SD cards, I'm going to want to utilize my laptop to transfer this footage onto this SSD drive. Now you can ask, why wouldn't you just transfer it to the Desk Drive SSD? Well, I want to be able to organize my folders before I just Hail Mary throw everything over, because organization is key, especially when you want to work fast, when you get home and you want to edit immediately. Knowing that I cover a lot of conferences and I have a lot of footage from my camera, my phone, and even when I have files on my Rode Interview Pro, my audio files, and also my Rode Wireless Pro audio files, I have tons of different folders that I need to create. What I'll do is I'll create a folder, and since it's consecutive days, I'll usually label it day 1 camera, day 1 phone, day 1 Interview Pro mic, and then I'm literally moving the SD card footage and also the files from my mics onto folders organized neatly onto my desk drive. And then once it's all organized in fashion, then I literally click and drag that entire folder for day 1 onto my desk drive. This is why I do it in this fashion. So I have one less area to reorganize. And then also, I put everything on a portable SSD drive because it happened I was shooting content for fellow creators and filmmakers, and they wanted to use some of the footage in their shots. So instead of having to go through all of the footage through my SD card, this is a little bit more neatly organized, and I can know exactly where the footage was because, oh, I shot that on my camera on day 1, and it was like after the giveaway. So I'm able to go in, look for that footage, and literally just transfer it to another content creator's portable SSD drive. And then when I come home, I don't even have to offload footage from my 8 terabyte Desk Drive SSD because it's already neatly organized on here. All I do is plug it into my very powerful PC, the one I prefer to edit on, and I'm editing footage straight from my SSD drive. So I hope you enjoyed my video on how I personally back up all my content as a content creator and host. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But in the meantime, I will drop the link specifically to the SanDisk Desk Drive SSD if you would also like to improve and enhance your creative workflow. I'll see you in the next video.